Impact Plus. Experience Impact Wrestling like never before.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is the Lethal Lockdown Steel Cage match. Introducing, being accompanied to the ring by the hardcore legend, Mick Foley. They are the team of Tommy Dreamer, Rhino, Stevie Richards, Sabu, and Raven. They are EV2.
Could we have a more perfect battleground to settle the issues between Ric Flair's Fortune and Mick Foley's EV2 than Lethal Lockdown?
I think kind of it's a perfect setting. You got to keep in mind right here, Fortune does have the man advantage. That could be the biggest part of this match, where AJ Styles defeated Sabu in a match to gain the man advantage recently on Impact. So that's going to be a big factor in this match.
And now, introducing their opponents, led to the ring by the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. They are the team of Matt Morgan, Kazarian, Beer Money, and the phenomenal AJ Styles. They are Fortune.
How does anyone not respect, enjoy, or like the team, the faction of Fortune? It's got every little element you need for success. Ingredients for greatness, from a bona fide Hall of Famer in Ric Flair to the current megastars in this business. I love this group. Whoa, 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 look at this. Flair and Foley. Continuation.
Picking up just where they left off this past Thursday night on Impact in the last man standing match.
Looks like Flair. They get right into it real quick here.
Screwing around with me. Anytime, Mick. You want to be
So it's like Stevie Richards is starting for EV2 and Kazarian for Fortune.
Chaotic situation that you would anticipate when you have these two teams positioned around the ringside area.
Well, right in front of us here, I'm telling you folks at home, I don't know if it's translating at home, but you can sense the tension, Mike, right out here, about 6-7 feet from us. So as you said, Mike, every 2 minutes, a different member of alternating teams will come into this cage match.
You pointed out earlier, Fortune will have that man advantage. That 2-on-1, that 3-on-2, 4-on-3, 5-on-4 edge as a result of Styles' win over Sabu in the ladder match.
Oof. Well, like I said, man, that is going to be, in my opinion, a huge, huge advantage for Fortune that they have the man advantage. Most for both of this match, they're going to be up 2-1. Well, I shouldn't say one-man advantage, not 2-1.
Starts off 2-1, builds from there, but you're right. They're going to have it for 2 minutes, and that man advantage is repeated, and that's when you wear down your opponents to the point when finally, once we get our 10 in, then the weapons lower and all hell breaks loose.
Now, I've had people ask me because of my relationship, or I should say my history with the EV2 members. You know, of course, where we all worked together years ago, and you know, in South Philadelphia and stuff like that, and the territory there. But you know what? I mean, that was a different time. And I told members of, I told Rhino, I told Dreamer, don't mess with these Fortune guys. I just don't think it's a good idea, and I still don't. So, you know what, I got my own opinions, you know, just because I work with these guys doesn't mean that, you know, I'm buddies with them, let's be honest.
Members of Fortune, Ric Flair's faction, pacing around the ringside areas. Kazarian unleashes the leg drop. AJ Styles especially, obviously wants to get in as quick as possible. He's screaming how much time's left in this opening 5-minute segment.
Yeah, well, AJ Styles, well documented, definitely a blue chipper, and Kazarian donned in blue with the rest of the Fortune members. He's definitely a blue chipper also. Stevie's in trouble. Oh, man, gets out of harm's way.
High-risk guillotine leg drop off the top, but zero reward for Kazarian. Openings there for Stevie Richards now to turn it around and put a little beat down on Kazarian.
Tell you, Mike, I think on EV2's part, I don't know whose decision it was, either it was Dreamer or Mick Foley to have Stevie start this thing. Look, Stevie mocking Ric Flair, infuriating the Nature Boy here, showing no respect for a Hall of Famer, a legend. I think it was a great strategy by EV2 to have Stevie start this thing. I mean, look at the shape. The man's always in great condition from a cardiovascular standpoint. That's who you want to be to start the match for you, and something that can go this long.
Absolutely. That's the key to this initial 5-minute segment. You're not only out there for a longer time period than everybody else, it's also that 5 minutes, that opening 5 is so important. It sets the pace, it sets the tone for Lethal Lockdown.
Well, that's the key. You just hit the nail on the head, my man. It sets the tone. So right now, Stevie's got to try and get his and do what he can to Kazarian. Look at this submission here.
And of course, there's no referee inside the cage. The referee's not needed, not required until all 10 men are inside the steel.
Which member of Fortune? Looks like AJ Styles.
Ric Flair sends AJ Styles into battle. I anticipated that just watching AJ getting loose out here.
Yeah, he was fired up, man. He couldn't walk.
He's just sitting on ready. And this is where the man advantage comes into play.
Well, they don't call it phenomenal for nothing, baby. Former TNA World Heavyweight Champion, AJ Styles, he is one of a kind.
About Flair, right up at the cage door, screaming in at Styles and Kazarian. And now this is what the man advantage is all about. This is the 2-on-1, that edge that we're going to be witnessing throughout until all 10 men are in the cage.
Flair's just a great motivator, Mike, like him or not. You know, it's like a Newt Rockney type. You know what I mean? You disagree with that, or usually you're not unfortunate. No, you do agree, all right.
You have to. It's what Ric Flair is all about.
Well, they're trying to rip the hair out of the head here. Stevie Richards.
For Ric Flair and Fortune, they look at this Lethal Lockdown match as the opportunity to rid TNA of EV2 once and for all.
And great chemistry between Kazarian and AJ Styles. We look at that throw in honor of Flair right here.
Sure
Figure
is.
4. Look at that.
Well, Kazarian holds the arms of Richards so that he's absolutely defenseless. AJ locks on Flair's patented move.
And Richards has the Flair just going nuts. Richards can't even, he can't get any leverage to try and counter because Kazarian's pulling the shoulders, the arms of Stevie, torturing the man.
Beatdown continues here as they stretch Stevie Richards. Now it's time for EV2.
Well, it looks like we don't have a shot of it, but Tommy Dreamer's pacing in front of this cage door.
Boy, he's sitting on ready, isn't he?
It's Tommy Dreamer.
And if anybody wants to get a piece of AJ, it's got to be Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah, we got to realize there's someone else behind you named Kazarian.
He just had that tunnel vision, went right for AJ, and now Tommy's going to pay. Nope. Instead, comes back, answers double clothesline. Whoa! Sprayed something in the eyes of AJ.
Tommy's like channeling the Great Muta there. What's up with that?
It was Dreamer who said the words "I quit" last month to AJ Styles.
Yeah, which was shocking. I never thought I'd see that, but Tommy had no choice. It was a disturbing deal. AJ almost took out the eye of Tommy Dreamer. Tommy now with a pump handle and that overhook. Look at that. Pump handle suplex, which I think he stole from me, but that's another story.
Fired up Stevie Richards.
That's another story.
Tommy has something in mind as he has Richards take Kazarian out, and then he drops the elbow.
Look at the ankle again. Stevie holding. If we can get a shot somehow of Stevie, he can't hardly put any weight on that ankle right there from that figure 4 leg lock. Short snap suplex by Dreamer on the phenomenal one. Now, what's this?
Not going to stop Dreamer from using Richards.
Yeah, it's effective. It works. And now, you see right here, looks like Tommy got a perched up.
But it's
Perched up Kazarian. I'm trying to think what he had in mind, but look at Stevie. Can Stevie balance with that messed up ankle? Oh my God, look at this. Oh, the boot of Kazarian inadvertently cracked Tommy across the face, I think.
This was that 2-minute period when EV2 really needed to turn the match in their favor, because as the countdown clock shows you, we are just 5 seconds away from the next entrant. Who's Flair going to send into the cage?
Looks like
Rude.
Yeah,
Now,
Rude.
see, now it's man advantage for Fortune.
3-on-2.
Dreamer and Richards, they did their best.
Oh, God.
Man. How about the velocity that Rude
good Lord.
threw Dreamer head first right into the side of the steel cage.
Yeah, that was nasty.
The way this cage is constructed, there's just so little give.
Oh, no, this is a heavy gauge steel. Those posts with some chain link. Look at this now. Storm. Oh,
Look at the face of Dreamer.
Dreamer is just split open nasty.
And while Rude and Styles, while they hold Dreamer right against the side of the cage, you saw Storm from outside on the floor. He's not even in the match yet.
Wow,
And how about Flair? Flair's punching his way through the camera hole. There's a hole in the side of the
Why wouldn't
cage.
he? Why wouldn't he? It's great strategy by Ric Flair. There's an opening in the cage where the camera lens goes. Hey, get yourself some.
Dirtiest player in the game knows every shortcut.
Mick Foley's got to try and get over there and kind of level that playing field. I don't know if Mick realized.
The blood splattered on the camera.
Realized what Rick was doing.
Look at Foley! I'm looking at Foley!
You see Dreamer's blood is... Oh, man.
Yeah, well, Raven spitting back at Robert Roode, and Roode just taking it out on Dreamer. I don't know if Raven really cares too much about Dreamer.
Come on!
Even they're on the same team, but
You've got to admit that Fortune has used the man advantage here almost to
I don't
perfection.
have to admit it, Mike. I've been telling you about
We're
Fortune.
witnessing it.
I'm telling you, I've been telling you about Fortune. They are just one step ahead of everyone. But right now, in about 6 seconds, EV2 will level the playing field.
Yeah, looks like Sabu's in the on-deck circle. Here we go.
Sabu throwing some heavy overhand rights. Good style, then Kazarian.
Just stack him up in the corner. Styles comes out of the corner and gets dropped with the Sabu clothesline.
Sabu just constantly moving around. Flying clothesline.
Boy, important if they can get Dreamer back into play here. As simply Sabu doing one hell of a job, though, on his own. Little assist from Stevie Richards. Dreamer back up to his feet.
Well, you can see how Sabu's such the veteran, how poised he is. He's picking all his spots, hitting his moves. There's a camel clutch.
Sure, you see how important it is to get that fresh man in for that quick burst of energy. We've seen it from Sabu.
Sabu dropping several members of Fortune impressively. That front power slam by Dreamer, who's bleeding a lot.
Yeah, Dreamer trying to recover that. You can almost sense it there as he hit the slam that the loss of blood may be weakening Tommy Dreamer.
Dreamer was holding like Kazarian in place. Sabu drove his boot right in the face of Kazarian. And there's just been no sign of respect shown by any member of Fortune from Flair down towards EV2. You know, and I mean, Tommy Dreamer wanted to put an end to this whole thing. He wanted a truce. He waved the right flag. Tommy stood in that middle of that ring and was complimentary of every member of Fortune, and then Fortune just beat the living daylights out of him for his kind words.
Put him over like $1 million and then paid the price.
Oh, now it looks like James Storm. Oh, Again, the advantage goes to Fortune.
Yeah, this looks like trouble for EV2. Last 30 seconds or so of the previous pairing, you saw where Ric Flair's group turned it around. And now you add another man to the mix.
And once all 10 men are in this cage, Mike, tell me what happens with that roof, bro. Tell me what happens. Let the audience know.
That roof that's loaded with weapons as Storm hits the DDT on Richards. The roof that's lowered with weapons is going to drop down, come into play, and that's when we turn everybody loose. And it's pinfalls or submissions at that point and that point only.
You got a couple of chairs hanging up there. Look like, I don't know, a baseball bat or a kendo stick. Cover for a trash can. But right now, a little beer money stuff here.
Mick Foley's got, what, Raven and Rhino still outside. Ric Flair has his insurance policy, the big 7-footer in the anchor position.
Yeah, well, I think both teams have their powerhouses in that anchor position, Mike. As you said, as you said, Matt Morgan. And then, I'm sorry, I see Raven out there and Rhino still. So I got a funny feeling Raven's going to be next to come in for EV2. I would leave Rhino to be the last man in that anchor role. What do you think? You have an opinion?
Now that would be, I think that might be the best strategy, but I'm not sure. As I look at Mick Foley, I was watching Mick trying to sense as Dreamer goes again face first into the side of the steel. I was trying to sense who he was talking to, who he was going to turn loose, and I guess it's Raven. It's good call. I think it's going to be Rhino and Morgan as double anchor position, and now at least for EV2, scores even for the next 2 minutes.
And Raven was able to stop AJ with a shoulder to the gut. Miscue right there by Fortune.
Check out Raven.
Raven.
Raven trying to get the poison out of Fortune. Turns it around in the steel cage. Lethal lockdown.
Raven looking good here. Got that new dive job on his face and head. Kind of looks like one of the Moondogs. Got himself a little snot rag going. A little snot rag on a Sunday night. He's not going to sell the Moondog line. Oh, look at Dreamer just stepping right on the Yanbang region of AJ Styles.
Sabu putting the boots to Styles. Raven has really given quite a burst of energy here to EV2.
Wow, Rude. Huh? Look at Rude split up in bed.
Payback's a bitch, mother.
Head of Rude split wide open. Dreamer firing in shot after shot.
You could just sense that hatred between all of these men from these two factions.
Deep cut on Tommy Dreamer. Sabu bleeding from the head as well. It's the violence. It's the brutality and the physicality that we all anticipated.
Mike, you can hear it, man. You know, we're so close to this cage. You can hear the impact of these guys just drilling each other. Matt Morgan, he is stewing. That big 7-footer, he can't wait. Can't wait to get his big frame in this steel cage.
And keep in mind, countdown clock moves towards 5. This is the final 2-minute advantage that Ric Flair's Fortune will have in Lethal Lockdown.
Yeah, that's Flair's insurance policy, Matt Morgan, and he's a good one. The blueprint, bringing it right now. Look at just how massive he is.
Yeah, biggest of the competitors in this match. The 7-foot insurance policy turns his attention to Sabu. Oh my God.
Sabu's spine. Sabu's done. Sabu split open. He
just stacked him up, almost power bombed him right into the side of the cage.
Sabu has had a series of neck issues throughout his career. Look at that short suplex right there by AJ Styles, that back suplex on Stevie, who's been in this match from the beginning along with Robert Roode.
Dreamer being assaulted with the right and left elbows, and then the big boot drops Richards in his tracks.
Standing tall is Fortune.
Ric Flair's game plan, his strategy, it's been executed to perfection by his group. They have exploited the man advantage throughout. Mick Foley, he's got the War Machine Rhino to try and even things up.
Yeah, one left, one left. Right there, Rhino. War Machine, can't wait to get him in there. You gotta be careful, man, because his brethren, the EV2 brethren, is kind of getting their rear ends whipped out here. So it's like Rhino's going in there. He's outnumbered immensely. 5-on-1 it could be. Look at this.
Now Raven's been busted open.
Every member, Mike, of EV2 except for Mick Foley and Rhino aren't bleeding. Rhino might be bleeding in about 10 seconds. Well, Rhino's getting ahead of steam, buddy.
Here he comes.
That's a big, thick bull right now coming right at you. Bam! That spine buster out of Robert Roode's page. Look at that belly-to-belly suplex on a very tall Matt Morgan. Tough to do that throw to a big guy.
Watch this.
There's a gore coming, my man.
James Storm gets gored by Rhino.
And now it begins.
All 10 in the cage. The top loaded with weapons. Wait a minute. Top's coming into play. Flair
Yeah, but on the outside, Flair and Foley. Ric Flair and Foley just getting into the kick. Right here, right in front of our announce desk. Ric Flair and Foley just falling shot after shot, beating the living. It's like a street fight out here. Looks like Stevie Richards, Rhino trying to get their hands on some of those weapons. Got on the top of the cage.
We're going to do our best to follow the action inside, but we have Flair and Foley. Flair been busted wide open out here. They're battling on the ramp.
Looks like, Raven. Raven's got, looks like an axe handle right in the crotch. Oh my God, of AJ Styles. That was some sick stuff.
Referee now inside the cage because it's Peter's submission from this point going forward.
But once the weapons come down, you gotta figure, man. We talked about comfort zones, the Monsters Ball match with someone like Abyss against Van Dam. Talk about comfort zones with weapons in the EV2 hands. Trying to make out what some of the weapons are. I know there's a couple of kendo sticks. Looks like there's a billy club up there, or a nightstick, I should say. Billy club, it's 1920 again with the police.
Rhino using the chair.
Can't really make out what Raven's got. I think it's an axe handle.
I think it is. Tommy Dreamer taking down one of the steel chairs. Morgan fights back on Richards. Raven using the trash can lid in an exchange with Morgan. Morgan swinging the kendo stick.
I think Morgan's going to lose that battle. Morgan will lose this battle, I'm telling you. Well, Dreamer's got himself a chair. That's not good for anybody. He dropped it, though. Turned into a fight out here with Raven and Morgan. Raven went for a double leg, kind of took Morgan down.
Battle continues as all hell is broken loose. Oh, carbon footprint attempt by Morgan.
Hey, man, that's a good way to pop a ligament in your knee.
We talked earlier about the construction of this cage, and there was absolutely no give as he went to the door.
There was no movement in the steel structure. Morgan, I tell you what, he might have. Holy crap.
Jesus.
You gotta be kidding me. That was freaking nuts. Kazarian just got, looks like got shot out of a freaking cannon, man. Get up. Well, that's good strategy if you can lock out Kazarian out of this cage.
Yeah, Rhino's coming outside.
Why the hell don't do that? You got him outnumbered. Close the door, man.
Yes, did you see Stevie Richards told him, stay in here.
Close the door. You got Fortune outnumbered. Now Stevie's getting it. I'm not looking at my monitor. I apologize,
Got
folks.
the axe handle. Stevie Richards chasing Kazarian around the outside and Kazarian decides he's going to scale the side of the cage.
Because there are weapons on top of the cage.
I saw some tables up there that one shot.
The ladder there also.
God.
Yeah, looks like Kazarian made it to the top really quick.
And Stevie Richards is going to
Stevie's
try
a
and
root.
follow up the
Stevie's a root.
side also.
Look at Kazarian, that's high risk, that's danger, man. A ladder on top of the freaking steel cage. Let's stay with this if we can, guys, because something bad is gonna happen on the top of that cage. Oh my God, man, what is Kazarian thinking here? No,
Guys, come on.
don't do that. Oh!
Dangerous, out of control situation. And look up on top of the cage as Richards now is going to try and put a table in position.
Action and mayhem going on everywhere. Yeah, that's exactly. Stevie has that table set up, and there is a ladder set up. I believe Kazarian, if I remember correctly, set that ladder up.
You see Kazarian, with the low blow.
You could just sense our live audience. Yeah, I agree, it is awesome. But everyone in this building here, live, our live crowd especially, you can sense it, Mike. Something bad is gonna happen.
Think of the damage that we've already witnessed. I don't think anybody in this match is ever gonna be the same going forward, Taz.
Oh, I agree
There's
with
just
you.
no way.
Well, now Kazarian climbing that ladder. No sign of Stevie Richards moving a muscle. Oh my God, what the hell's that? That's it. Where the hell
Is that Brian Kendrick?
That's Kendrick, where did he come from? Oh my God! Oh! Where did he come from? He was hiding under.
I guess he was up on top of the cage the whole time. We've seen Brian Kendrick over the course of the past several weeks repeatedly offering his services to EV2.
The hell, he's just trying to always, I guess, oh, Kendrick, trying to help, oh! Backdrop Kazarian right through the table. And now look at Kendrick. Up there with his Luke Skywalker robe, and he's got some kind of Zen, yoga, freaky, crisscross applesauce thing going on.
Oh! Shot by Dreamer with the chair. Takes Styles down just when he was going to go high risk.
Oh, look at Dreamer now. He's got AJ right where he wants him.
Dreamer driver.
He's going Dreamer driver for sure. Oh, right on the steel chair.
Back first on the chair.
He's done.
Dreamer 1, Dreamer 2. EV2 does it.
The winners of the Lethal Lockdown, EV2.
Oh my God, what a car wreck this was. These men are battered, beaten. There's blood everywhere. There's broken bodies, broken weapons. Congratulations to EV2. It was not easy. That was just sick.
EV2 victorious in Lethal Lockdown.